So today's video is going to be on the Ruston Hornsby 6PB, and you've been meaning to do an update on this engine, but I haven't been around to do it. So, as you can see, it has now got a magneto on it, which it did not before. It just had the casing. Now, what I've done to this engine is that I have been given a magneto by Jeff at the Anson Engine Museum. This was all complete in sparking, and I have had to take it apart and put it in a different casing, because the bottom has 4 small holes and has not been milled out, so it's for something different. This is the type of magneto I need for the Ruston Hornsby. There's some slight differences, well, some big differences. That one has the milled out bit there, and bigger holes in different places. Contents of the magnetos are exactly the same, so now I have made one magneto that works. The only problem is, the magneto with poor magnetisation and doesn't turn very well is the one that was off it originally. That is the one with the switch, and I don't know how to change the switch from there to there. So at the moment it has no way of turning off apart from putting a screwdriver through the plug into a nut. So it's not too big a problem, but 2 spare magneto bodies. Also, that one is quite lower than that one, but it does not matter. Anyway, it does have a spark, but a very weak one, so I'm going to try adjusting the points a little bit more, and it is not timed properly. I need to time it completely, gear and the magneto to the engine. That'll be done at the museum. There's not much else to say on this engine. I'm going to make a little base for the generator that it's going to run. If anyone has any way of dating this, the number is 242318. It's a 1.5 class PB. Oh, 1.5 horsepower stroke 2. There you go. I need to make a gasket for the magneto to go on the back when I do it. So, and I'm going to shine up the flywheel and probably change its oil depending on the colour. Won't run it much actually. Anyway, when it does run, it'll be running on TVO or paraffin or kerosene, whatever you want to call it. There was debate about what these can actually run on, what meant to run on, but when you look at it, it is true that they do run on paraffin. Well, this model does. You see, with this engine, you have, and on the other ones, you have a drain tap down there. That means you can drain it of the paraffin, because you fill the tank with paraffin, and then when you're starting it, you turn off the tap and fill that with petrol. Once it runs down for petrol, you can either use 1 or 2. You can refill it again with petrol while it's running, and then once that's run down, you turn on the paraffin and it fills up and starts running on paraffin. Another reason to that is the elbow pieced spark plug. If it doesn't have that, it means it's meant to run on petrol only, whereas this means it can actually run on paraffin. When I get mine running, it will run on paraffin. Well, at least I'll try it on a paraffin. And just probably do a restoration. I mean, full on strip down, maybe a repaint. So I don't know yet. We'll see. Other than that, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any information on this engine, that'd be very valued. And keep watching to see this engine running.